Another multi-millionaire seems set to join the Donald Trump cabinet. The U.S. president-elect nominates CEO of the world's biggest energy company, ExxonMobil, as his Secretary of State. The selection of Rex Tillerson, who has close ties to Russia, could lead to a contentious confirmation hearing. Hwang Hojun has the details.
Not a diplomat, not a lawmaker, not a public office holder of any kind. But a businessman is set to become America's top diplomat under the incoming Donald Trump administration. President-elect Trump has chosen the ExxonMobil chairman and CEO, Rex Tillerson, as his Secretary of State, a man who, like Trump himself, has no formal foreign policy experience. In fact, his career has been spent entirely at Exxon, but Trump called Tillerson a, quote, world-class player during an interview on Sunday with Fox News. The transition team will likely focus on Tillerson's proficiency in complex negotiations as the leader of the world's biggest energy company. Tillerson has built close relationships with many world leaders by closing massive deals across Eurasia and the Middle East, which is why the selection could face more scrutiny than usual when the Senate holds its confirmation hearings, especially because Tillerson is reported to have close ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin, formed as Tillerson was doing business in Russia. It's an issue that has not only the Democrats, but also many Republicans uneasy. Experts had expressed concern with Tillerson's possible selection, as well as the foreign policy gestures and statements Trump's made so far, saying they're wrecking protocol established through decades of delicate diplomacy. In the case of South Korea, in particular, that volatility could put strain on a long-standing bilateral relationship.
The FTA, the North Korean nuclear issue, and the defense burden sharing. If the US really approaches these issues as purely a business matter, that will be a problem for Korea. By choosing a businessman as Secretary of State, the next administration is dangerously unpredictable, which will be difficult for Seoul because we don't know what they will bring to the negotiation table.
The Secretary of State is by law the third highest official in the executive branch of the U.S. federal government, after the president and vice president, and the fourth in line to succeed the presidency. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.